Welcome to the Shift into What's Next podcast, where embracing change can ignite a world of possibilities. Hey now, I'm your host Elise Ancel, and you're listening to a podcast where real talk meets real life. Around here, we don't just talk about change, we walk through it. Whether it's unexpected, overdue, or long-awaited, we embrace the shifts life brings and find the strength to grow through what we go through. Today, we're talking about something that can catch any of us off guard. When what you step into looks good on the surface, but turns out to be something entirely different. The kind of moment where your spirit says, wait, this is not that. Have you ever chased something that looked like exactly what you wanted, only to get there and feel confused, even disappointed, because it just didn't add up? Maybe it was a job, a relationship, a neighborhood, or a life opportunity that appeared solid, aligned, and everything you envisioned. But once you were actually in it, you started to see the cracks. The image didn't match the experience. The outside didn't reflect the inside. And suddenly, you're hit with this realization. This is not that. I've had my own recent experience where I stepped into what I thought was a move up, a next level opportunity. But very quickly, things just weren't lining up. I won't go into the specifics, but what I can say is it looked good from the outside. The presentation was on point, but something didn't feel right. And deep down, I knew I should have followed that instinct, tugging at me to take a different route. Someone close to me has been using this word a lot lately, posturing. And at first, I brushed it off, but now I get it. Posturing is when something or someone is more focused on appearance than authenticity. It's not just about pretending, it's about presenting an illusion. And when you're on the receiving end of that, it can feel a little like you've been catfished by life. We live in a time where showing off, dressing things up, and boasting about a curated version of life has become the normal. But at what cost? It becomes harder to trust what's real, and even harder to admit when we've been misled. But here's the thing. When we land in situations like that, when we find ourselves face to face with something that's not what it claimed to be, we're also being handed clarity. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's also revealing. It shows us where our discernment is sharpening, where we need to listen more closely, and where we're being called to pause, pivot, or even walk away. So let's take a moment to reflect. Think about a time when something didn't turn out to be what you expected. How did you respond? Did you try to make it work? Or did you recognize it for what it was and begin to shift? What did that experience teach you about your own instincts? About trusting your gut even when the outside looks good? And more importantly, how can you move forward with eyes wide open? Not out of fear or suspicion, but with wisdom. Knowing that not everything that glitters is gold and not every yes is meant to be yours. Sometimes life gives us those this is not that moments to protect us, to reroute us, or to grow us. The goal isn't to never fall for it, but to rise stronger, wiser, and more in tune each time we do. Thanks for tuning in today. If this episode hit home for you, share it with someone else who might need the reminder to trust their discernment and lean into what's real. Until the next time, keep listening inward and keep walking forward. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and like, share, or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. And feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear how your shift is unfolding.